Hello and welcome to another tutorial of penis makeup and shit. In this episode we will learn how to circumcise. But this time it will be a bit more realistic because I had commenters saying to me that the penis doesn't actually look like that, you know, none of that good stuff. So this episode a bit more realistic. Okay, this is a penis. Okay, this is a penis that have been circumcised. And if it hasn't been circumcised, it should look something like this. So, what you actually do in a circumcision is simple. All you do is you take scissors, okay, scissors like this, and you start cutting the foreskin in a spiral, you know, until you get to the center. So basically, you should be left with a piece of skin that, you know, it's folding, you know, like that. So all you need to do is basically, you know, go spiraling around the foreskin until you're left with a clean penis, like so. Maybe, you know, it might be bleeding a bit because, you know, you are supposed to do it drunk, you know, so you might. Okay, so then you know, it should be pink. If it's not pink, it means it's not a penis. And this part should be, I don't know, human colored. By the way, this is not human colored. This is human colored, if you know what I mean. Okay, afterwards, and this is what's left. If this, you know, you can make origami, you know, whatever you want to do. You know, it should be something like this. Should be, no, it should be skin. Should be skin. Rolling. You know, this is the front view. From the side, you know, it should look like this. No, because it's just rolled. It's rolled there, you know, inward. Okay. So, what you're left with, if you use frontal view, is something that looks a bit like that. And, you know, testicles from behind, you know, like that. It's not very proportional, but neither are us. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay, and then the thing is, if you do a circumcision correctly, at least, you should be left with a lot of scars and cracks, which should look something like this. Let me do it correctly. Should look a lot like this. A lot of those, you know, a lot of, you know, cracks. Should be a bit of veins, you know, a bit of pus from below, you know, a lot of pus because you didn't use a disinfectant. What else? You know, blue mark on your balls because you had to punch the baby to numb him before. What else? You know, the skin starts dying, you know, because you didn't do it correctly. You know, a little more yellow, actually. Yeah, exactly. So you start like the penis. It starts to rot from the edges. You know, maybe like the bottom of the testicles, and then, you know, in this scenario, you have to dip the penis in a jar of boiling water because you don't want him to, you know, rot from all of the germs. You know, so you need to put the penis in the jar of water, and, you know, it has to be steaming. So then, every few weeks, what you need to do is you need to take the scissors and chop off another part of the penis, you know, because you can't just let it rot. And every time, you know, a fresh piece of meat, and then you
User left your channel.
What the fuck was that? And then, you know, the penis
User
starts
left your
to
channel.
shorten as you cut more and more of it. And and that is why Jews have a very small penis. You know, it's a very sad story, but it's a true one. The reason Arabs don't have a small penis is actually because they don't have a penis at all. It's plastic. This is what they don't tell you in European classes. But the secret weapon that Jews have is that on the penis they have a smiley face. What the fuck? So yeah, I wanna dedicate this episode to what the fuck? To James Kelly, and a special thank you to Anna and to Gremlin Co, which without them I wouldn't have the courage to make a second episode, and of course to my friend the Golden Penis, you know, for the funding and all the help. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you in the next episode of penis makeup and tutorials. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys. Bye.